Good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world today. My name is Maryam, and this is Television. And you know, I normally say I bring on the best guests. But today I have a guest that I just met coming into the studio to set up. And this brother, we had our conversation outside. And once we had the conversation, we came inside. And I said to him, you know what? You need to come on the show. Because there were several guests that could not come on this evening. And he said yes. So I'm going to have you to introduce yourself to the audience. Okay, Taquan, right?
Yes.
So Taquan, you're going to just tell them a couple things about you and why we got into the conversation that we got in, and how you ended up sitting in this chair right now.
How I ended up sitting in this chair, I seen this lovely young lady who needed to bring things into the building. And God just told me, because sometimes I just keep walking, but something told me, see what she wants. God just told me. I put my phone down, she asked for help, and I seen a picture of 50 Cent. I said, hold up, why you know 50 Cent? But that's when she started to tell me about her program as far as people who were incarcerated, and I always wanted to help out the youth, help out the next generation. It's more of things that I really didn't have growing up, and maybe that's why my decision making wasn't as perfect as it should have been, but I did learn from my mistakes, and that's why I'm here speaking. If I didn't learn from my mistakes, I don't think I would be here.
Right.
So she wants, I think we'll have the perfect connection. And my personal goal, and I don't care about funds or anything that comes back to me, my goal is to help out the next generation.
Yes.
Like I know that the younger generation, they get influenced about music and social media, like as far as, I personally listen to these guys myself too, like NBA Youngboy, Lil Durk, Future. Yeah. They talk about, sex, drugs, and no, let's kill this person. That's not the right thing to do. It's cool to listen to, it turns you up, cool, but don't let it get into your brain.
Right.
Please,
yes.
Please do not let it, because it's happened to me when I was younger. I'm in high school, I'm thinking that, fast money, all money isn't good money. I'm thinking fast money, I'm thinking, okay, girls, and you know what I mean? Everything is, cool and fine. Everybody looking at me like the king. Once one thing that you have that can be taken from you so fast is your freedom. Once they lock that door, ain't no phone, ain't no getting on the phone. You get in the shower when I tell you to. You're gonna realize who your real friends are. And I'm very grateful because God let me go through that stage. And he let me make those mistakes at such a young age. I wouldn't want to be still 35, 45, still going back and forth to jail. That's like, a man is someone who is supportive and take care of his family. It's easy to do the wrong thing. It's very easy to do the wrong thing. So if I have any type of advice, take care of your family. That's who's gonna be there when no one else is there.
Right.
And no one else. Leave the girls alone. The girls gonna be there if you're rich or broke. They gonna be there. Don't chase that. I just had a daughter. She's turning 3 November 9th.
Okay.
And that also makes me more focused to the point where it's like,
you're a dad now.
I'm a dad now.
Yes.
I can't just think about myself now, because if I leave this earth,
yes.
who gonna teach her?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Who gonna teach her?
And how old are you?
I'm 30 years old.
30 years old.
I am 1995.
Okay. And how long were you inside?
In total about 3 years. I spent a little bit in Middlesex County. I was in Middlesex County first, and then they came in grabbed me, and I'll be honest, the first emotion that I felt when it was time to go to prison was fear. That was I'm honest.
Right.
It was fear. It was fear. Like, these dudes gonna be so big. I'm not in no game. They gonna try to do this. They gonna try to do that. And that's when, up top, you don't have nobody else in that building but you and a man in the mirror. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna use your stupidity and go out on the dance floor and act all crazy and be Mr. Tough Guy and get more time? Or are you gonna use your behavior, like, how do I word this? Or use your good behavior to just walk away from certain situations so you can go home to your family and you don't have to keep going back through the same process and going through everything. So it's really up to you. It's a card game. Life is a card game. It's what you deal with.
That's right. That's right. And so now, what have you learned in that process?
In that process, for number one, I learned that getting closer to God can relieve a lot of things. Number two, family is something that you should always make sure you're okay with. Even if you have some type of disconnection with your family, you want to be the outsider, you want to be away from them. When that one thing that gets taken, not the money, not the friendships, all them friends that you think that you're friends, that is not the way to go. Keep it good with your family and God. If those two things are in your circle, you're gonna be totally fine, totally fine.
Okay, so now you are a high school graduate?
Yes, I definitely I graduated high school.
Okay.
Absolutely, 2013, I graduated from Colonia High School, which is in Middlesex County. I graduated from there. I ran track, played football. Got into a little bit of trouble. My mother was on my butt.
Yes, of course, of course.
Yeah, my mother was on my butt if I missed curfew. Like, she was on my butt. But I didn't understand it at that point. And as I got older, I'm like, wow, she really just loved me. I was just
yes, because she wanted the best for you.
Yes. She wanted the best for me, and also, unfortunately, I lost my a dad at a young age to gunfire out here in Newark, New Jersey.
Okay.
So she kind of probably seen patterns that he was doing at this age, and kind of try to, okay, you're not going. And I'll tell you one thing. My mother always told me about my friends, who was my friends or who wasn't, and I always thought she was being annoying. That is the love of my life. I tell you that. She knew everything. But it's just like, how you know this, Ma? Never talked to the dude before. Right. And you tell me that's not your friend. How you know?
Right. Because she could feel it.
She feels that energy.
Yes.
And she knows her baby. Maybe she looked at my body language when I was around them. There's so many things, but a mother just knows.
Yes.
I think a mother knows.
Yes.
Now she a grandma. I hope she sees this. You're a grandma now.
Okay. All right.
You're a grandma now.
So now, when I see young people like yourself, I always say you have so much potential. There's so many opportunities available to you.
Absolutely.
You just have to want to use it.
Absolutely.
And make it happen. That's that's the bottom line. And you said that you want to start doing things to help the younger generation.
Absolutely.
And right now here in Newark, we need help with that. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted you to meet Mr. Dennis Porter from the Prodigal Sons and Daughters and Building Black Boys. Because he's doing some great things in the community as well.
Absolutely. What everyone needs to understand is, as far as race, if you look at every other race, they all stick together. I'm just being observant. I'm speaking on my opinion about the races. As far as like, this is not a shot to anyone or not in a bad way. If you look at Mexicans, they're always going to stick together. You look at Puerto Ricans, they're always going to stick together. Now, when it comes to us, it's so hard for us to come together and support each other. It shouldn't be like that. It should not. We should all be able to come as one knowing that what we've been through in the past, if you know your history.
Yes.
If you know your history,
Yes.
you know what I mean?
Yes.
If you know your history, they've been had us chained. Why you giving them what they want
Right.
at this point?
Right.
They had us chained, and before the Martin Luther King and the Rosa Parks, they had us chained up. So why are you trying to risk your freedom to have them chained again? That means, I know history repeats itself, but you're in control of it.
Right.
You're in control of it.
Right.
What you gonna do?
Right.
It's either you're gonna do two things. There isn't no in between. It's either you're gonna do the right thing or you're gonna do the bad thing.
Right. Yeah. And see, and with you, but it's not just with you, but it's with all of us. Our past prepares us for our purpose,
Absolutely.
who we are destined to be.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to find what that purpose is.
Mm-hmm.
Because God has a purpose for all of us.
Every last person.
Yes. And you seem, like I said, at 30 years old, you're still searching for that purpose.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
going to be you're going to be out there making things happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's where, when I was younger in age, I thought the purpose, I thought I let, certain things influence me, and I'm thinking that's cool, but that wasn't really my purpose. When my freedom, if anybody knew me before my freedom got taken away, I was a totally different person.
So when you said before your freedom got taken away, what does that mean? Your freedom was taken away?
I think that when my freedom was taken away and I was incarcerated, I'm trying to call out, I'm trying to write letters to people, I'm trying to get in contact, and the only people who were responding, or let's say, for example, I needed $10 just to get some medicine because I wasn't feeling well. You can't really order in prison like that.
Right.
You can only order once a month.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm calling out there, I'm calling, nobody answers. And that's when I get to start praying and I start to read the Bible and things it took unfortunately at that moment I was trying to rush God because I'm praying for my safety. I don't know what's gonna happen next. It's a lot of things that I'm praying for.
Right.
But he always made sure to communicate with me. Because if let's say for example, I'm praying to keep the devil away from me, I start randomly losing people close to me, and it's like I have to think back that I asked God to keep the devil away from me. He's not removing these people for no
Right.
reason. This is what you asked me for.
Right.
Once your prayers get answered, don't look around. If you know that you genuinely pray for it.
Right. Okay. So now, what are you doing today? After you came home from prison, what did you start doing? Are you working? Are you in a trade? Or what's going on with you?
Absolutely. When I first came home, the first thing I actually did was I went to therapy and I did a drug program because drugs I would look at that as the main reason that I was incarcerated. I was taking I was taking Xanax for anxiety, I'm smoking weed, I'm drinking, I'm at all these parties, I'm thinking it's cool, but I know that if I was sober, some of my actions wouldn't happen because nobody wants to wake up the next morning and not remember anything. You know what I mean? The drugs may feel okay at the moment, but whatever you're going through to try to cope with that, it's still going to be there in the morning. That problem is still going to be there in the morning. It's not going anywhere.
Yes.
It's just staying still now. That's all
Yes.
it's doing, it's staying still. But once that train get to moving again, and which is when you open your eyes again, that
Yes.
problem is still there. So I did therapy, I did the program. I started to get into the gym and do calisthenics to keep my, my body moving because I know that high blood pressure runs in black men at sometimes an early age, sometimes at a later age. So if I keep up with my health as far as working out every day, well, not every day, but work out enough and working. You don't, as a man, especially as a father, it's prideful to ask other people for, oh, can I hold $5 tomorrow just so I could get on the bus, get on the train? I can't, because what if I didn't have a supportive family and they said no to everything I asked? What would I do?
Yeah, what would your reaction be?
What would my reaction be?
Yes.
Yep. Like we said, everything has a reaction and everything has consequences. It may be good consequences and it's bad consequences.
Yes, yes. So you are employed?
I am employed. I absolutely am. Yes, nice. I work at college. I work at colleges mostly in the local area as far as Montclair State, Seton Hall, King University, but
and what do you do?
I set up for events as far as art events, sports events, any type of big events that you see that's going on that campus. I'm most likely directing it and trying to use the space correctly so I'm not interfering with the college students when they need to get to class and they need to get to where they need to be.
Right. Okay.
So like I say, I like working with kids. I want to do that. I wish I had somebody like me. Like I don't have a big brother. Like, you know what I mean? I have older people who were like mentors to me.
Yes.
And I had some of both. I had good mentors that's telling me, all right, look, this is what you do. Fix your credit. Fix your, you know what I mean? This is how you save money. And I have these guys that's like, no, come on, we outside. I got 3 girls. I got a bottle.
Right.
Which one you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Exactly.
Nobody can control your life but the person in the mirror, and it's up to you if you wanna live a peaceful life or do you want your mind to be cluttered?
Yes.
Which one you wanna do? And like I say, you gotta make mistakes to learn. You gotta make mistakes. I would never know how to swim if I never drowned.
Thank you.
I would never learn how to swim if I didn't drown.
That's right. And see, and the thing too is that you can't talk about it if you didn't go through it.
I can't talk about it.
You have to experience it.
I can't talk about it.
Because you won't be authentic. You're not talking. You're not talking about your experiences from a book that you read. You're talking about it from what you actually went through. And it ain't nothing to be proud of. I'm happy to even be able to sit in this chair to even speak about it, because like I told you, the first thing I did was go to therapy. Right.
It's a lot of things I've seen that I still go to sleep at night and shake my head like, okay, let me pray.
And that's a good thing too, because see, I like the fact that you said that you went to therapy. Because some people don't go to therapy because they think that that's,
Well, that's because
it's like a weak thing, or no. Here's the thing: we need to talk to people, but it's talking to the right people that helps us to get through what it is that we're going through.
Yeah, like you
it's
said,
nothing embarrassing.
As far as like black men, we're kind of trained to, hey, suck it up, stick your chest out, figure it out.
Yes.
So for someone to go to therapy, they make it seem like that's weak. Like, not for nothing, when I first told my friends, they kind of like joked about it and stuff.
Yes, right.
Did I care? No, I'm not doing it for your mental health. You don't know what I've seen.
That's right. Wow, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what I like what you just said in that statement? What you just said was that you're validating you. You're not having them to validate you because you are the man in the mirror.
Yep. Because when y'all go laugh and y'all go chill later at night, y'all don't have to deal with what's on my brain.
Right.
Y'all are fine. Y'all don't know what I've seen.
Right.
Just like I don't know what you've seen.
Exactly.
You probably cope with your things differently, but I want to get professional help. You want to, use liquor and weed. I'm not going against you. That's what you want to do.
Exactly.
I want professional help.
Exactly.
After I leave the room with this therapist can't go back and tell my business.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's
right.
They went to school for this for a reason.
That's right. Yeah. So everything that, and I keep saying this because I'm just learning this based on my own experience. Everything that we go through in life, it prepares us to help other people. Because I say that what we go through, and when we go through it, and we come through it, what it does, it helps other people.
Absolutely.
Because I'm sure that your friends who knew you back in the day, you know, when you went to prison and came out, I'm sure they see a different person.
Oh, absolutely. And even on top of that, I don't have the same crew because I'm choosing different decisions. I don't want to go to the club. I have a 3-year-old daughter. I don't have time to go to the club. It's okay if we like chilling and watch football, but you know, back then in the day, I'll be the first one dressed.
Right.
Yo, come on, we out. Come on,
Right.
we out. But now, I don't have that same crew because if I keep myself around the same people, you're only as real as the company you keep.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You're only as real as the company that you keep. You're not gonna see a beard with 10 lions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're not gonna see a beard with 10 lions. That's the best way I could put it. Even if you gotta be by yourself for a little while. I was by myself for a long time because I had to get my mental health right.
That's right.
I know there's things as far as anxiety, depression, feeling alone, but someone has it worse than me and they're figuring it out.
Thank you, because you're saying some real key things. You have to love your company. You know, if you don't love your company, why would you expect someone else to love being in a company with you? You have to love your company.
No, absolutely. You also have to love yourself. If you don't
That's
love
right.
yourself,
That's right.
how can you teach someone else to love you if you don't love yourself?
That's right. Exactly.
Like, I'm the type of friend, if I see you damaging yourself and things, I'm not gonna say it in front of the crowd. I'm gonna pull you to the side, like, bro, you know this is what's going on, right? Like,
Right.
you know this is gonna kind of start bothering your liver, and you know what I mean?
Right.
You don't have to do this. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'm that friend.
And that's great too, because one of the things that you definitely have to do, even though you're 30 years old, you're still young, but now you're talking about taking care of your body, exercising and everything. All of that is so important.
Very important. Health is wealth, and like
Health
I said,
is wealth. That's what I said. Health is wealth. That's right.
and
You know, and what you eat is so important.
what you
as
put
well.
into your body.
Exactly, because like you just mentioned, the liver. There's a lot of things that it affects. With all this processed food and everything that people are putting in their body, things begin to happen. You don't know why, but it's because of what you're eating,
It's what you put in your body.
and what you're thinking too is real important. What you think about yourself, because when you love yourself, you're going to take care of yourself.
You're going to take care of yourself. Yeah, and
Yeah.
sometimes it take a bump in the road because my mindset is
always
totally
takes
different.
it always takes a bump in the road, you know, because that's how we learn. And I remember when you just mentioned your daughter. I remember when I was working at Delaney Hall, I did a lecture, and well, I did a lot of lectures, but this particular lecture, I asked the brothers. I said, "How many of you are fathers?" And most of them raised their hands. I said, "Okay." I said, "How many of you have daughters?" And some of them raised their hands. I said, "Okay, for those of you who have daughters, you need to be home with your daughters, because you don't know what's going on." I said, "You all need to be home with your children, but if you have daughters, you really need to be concerned."
You need to be
And then they said,
concerned.
"Oh." I said, "So, just think about that."
You as a
And they
father.
never thought about it. They never thought about the benefit of them being there, especially if they had a daughter.
How would you feel if, how I like to put it, how would I feel if my daughter met a guy like me?
Yes.
How would I feel? How would I feel? There's nothing in the world that can match the emotions and feelings I went through when I watched my daughter come into this world. That is something. That is someone that
Nice.
The world stops. The world stops. No, there's no better feeling than, you know, Daddy, I love you. Give me a little cute hug. It's no. Why would you want to be away from that?
Yes.
Why would you want to be away from that? So if your actions need to change, your actions need to change. It's a sacrifice. Don't get me wrong. There's some things you're gonna miss.
Right.
There's a lot of parties that I miss.
Yeah.
But that's okay because this is my party. This little
Yes.
one, that she's my party.
Yes, yes, and you're gonna have parties, you know. But right now, you're loving your daughter, and she's loving her father, and all that is so important. And we really don't learn the benefits of that until we go through stuff. You know, we understand like the purpose of certain things. And we're always going to go through some challenges in our lives. But as I said earlier, it's how we respond to them that makes the difference.
And ain't no study guide.
No.
Ain't nothing to practice from. Ain't no study guide.
Right, right. So now where do you see yourself, let's say, in the next 3 years?
In the next 3 years, I absolutely would love to be working with the younger generation, and I'll even go lower than that. I'll go to middle school guys and go in and talk. I really want to help the youth because I see the direction it's going.
Right.
You know, I lived in Essex County for a good amount of time to realize what's going on, and I just wanted to let them know it's not cool because one decision can ruin your whole entire life.
Right.
It takes one decision. I could slide down those stairs right now and fall the wrong way and hit my head on the table and be paralyzed somewhere.
Yeah.
Because I chose to be funny and slide down that rail because it was cool for Instagram.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like social media has taken over.
Yes.
And the music I can't stress it enough, how much it has taken over their brains. So if anybody heard this that's younger than me, it's okay to go to therapy. It's okay to get help. You may sound weak short term. You may, they might make fun of you, but you're gonna be in a way better mind state than them, and that's a promise.
Yes.
It was hard for me to do it, I ain't gonna lie. I thought I was Mr. Tough Guy. I'm walking around with, you know what I mean? It was hard. But when I go to bed at night, I feel better because it's off my chest. I'm not holding it in. I'm speaking to someone who can give me professional help.
Right.
Not a friend that I'm venting to and they could go tell my other friend and they can make fun of me.
Exactly. Exactly.
Everybody copes different. And that's why I tried to start, doing calisthenics, taking care of my body, things like that. Or even running is a good thing to do. Running, like some people do marathons and things of that nature. Throw your headphones on. Keep yourself busy. Don't give yourself time to go make that bad decisions. Don't even give yourself the time.
Right. Yeah.
I know it's easy to say, but I've been through it, and you know what I mean. I know the train of thought. I know what leads to it, and that starts with.
But you've been through it, and you grew through it.
Grew through it, yep.
And now you are going to be able to help someone else. And that's what it's all about, service to others. And we're getting ready to wrap it up. I want to ask you, tell the audience your name.
My name is Taquan Moton.
Okay, and Taquan, I want to say to you, I am so happy that we just met today.
Oh, absolutely.
Not knowing that this was going to happen and I was going to meet this nice young man. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
And continue to grow. And we're expecting some great things from you as you are expecting some great things from yourself.
Absolutely. Thank you for the opportunity and thank you for the audience and God bless everybody.
Thank you. And my name is Maryam Bey, the host. And when you see this show, can you please like and subscribe? And please have a wonderful day. And thank you so much for joining me wherever you are in the world today. Thank you.